Does 3712V mean anything to you?
Absolutely.
Care to tell me what it means?
No, but I promise that the answer is here somewhere in the guild.
Why do I not like the way you said that?
Probably because you have a strong survival instinct.
I don't understand.
You will, sooner or later. Mark my words.
What can you tell me about a golden sword?
Ha! You'll have to be more specific than that. Golden swords aren't that uncommon, you know. I must have evacuated about 30 in my career, and that's not including the golden daggers, golden lances, and golden kebab skewers.
I'm sorry.
The ancients seemed to think that gold was the best material to build everything out of, and I mean everything. The ziggurats of Tizuma had golden cutlery, golden swimming pools, golden bed sheets, and golden chamber pots.
Really?
Well, not anymore because I stole it all, but for a while it was very impressive.
Have you heard of a gold-plated jewel with the words Unquam Paratus inscribed on it?
That's the jewel Two Conkers is looking for, isn't it?
Yes.
He seems to think it's here in Ankh-Morpork.
And you don't?
If there was a valuable antiquity protected by an intricate and ancient security system anywhere in Ankh-Morpork, I'm sure I would have already found it.
I understand the Varberg crates were brought here.
Really? Whatever gave you that impression?
You've not heard of them?
If the Varberg crates were stored safely in the vaults beneath the guild, behind many intricate and cleverly designed traps and pitfalls, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
I get the impression that you really want me to try and break in.
What's the point in my sitting down and designing a security system if no one is going to try and overcome it?
Aren't you worried I might succeed?
No.
Does this mean anything to you?
I'd say it was either a Sortian or a Sortese coin. Not especially valuable.
What's the difference?
Between Sortian and Sortese, about 2,000 yards. Sort was a city, the site of the famous Sortian Wars. And Sorta is a village, the site of the famous Sortian Wars tourist trade. Where did you get it?
It's not important.
You stole it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, come on, I can see it in your eyes. Don't worry, I'm proud of you. The disk needs more tomb evacuators. We're really not that common. And there seems to be a never-ending supply of tombs, catacombs, pyramids, ziggurats, burial chambers, wrecks, caves, lost cities, temples, mines, crypts, mazes, barrows, castles, forts, vaults, swamps, chasms, labyrinths, mountains, mausoleums, tunnels, and dungeons to raid.
Tunnels and dungeons?
And trolls and dragons. You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like some kind of charm bracelet from Uberwald. Might have some value, but it's obviously not very old. There are far more interesting artifacts out there if you're interested, and just a little foolhardy.
Just a little foolhardy?
I mean, if you're prepared to spend your typical day dodging poison darts, falling weights, pit traps and mechanical spears.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
I need your help again, Malaclypse.
They'll all need my help sooner or later. They just don't know it yet.
I've heard that something bestial stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
You'll have to be more specific than that. Why, in the sewers alone there's the albino alligators, the ratkin, and the abominable night soil. And then there's some of the citizens.
Forget I asked. Do you know Laredo Kronk?
Ah, the divine Laredo is one of Errata's divine followers. She leaves chaos and confusion in her wake.
She's a follower of Errata?
Well, she doesn't know she's a follower, but she is all the same.
Do you know anything about obscure jewels?
I know that the tear of Offla has been stolen again.
Again?
They spend 1 month of the year admiring it in the lost jeweled Temple of Doom, and 11 months of the year tracking it down after someone steals it.
And the other month?
In the 13th month, they have to fill out all their insurance forms.
Insewer ants?
An Agatean concept. People pay money against the odds of a particular disaster or theft occurring. It's complicated.
Why was Malachite killed then?
He knew too much.
Are we talking about the same Malachite? I'll have to go. The truth is out there.
Trust no one.
Mr. Lewton, it is always a pleasure to see you. I trust you have brought something with you that will be to my liking.
I haven't brought you the sword yet, if that's what you mean.
I'm a patient troll, sir, but there are limits to my patience.
Why should I trust you when you clearly don't trust me?
A strange question, sir, and one that borders on insulting.
Send your cronies to tail me again, and you'll see just how insulting I can get.
I take it Mr. Alcali has been somewhat overzealous in his desire to keep an eye on you.
I don't appreciate being watched.
And I don't appreciate being made to wait, Mr. Lewton. Give us the sword. And I'm sure you will find that all your other problems will resolve themselves.
All things to those who wait.
Patience, sir, is not something I have ever mastered. You should bear that in mind.
A woman named Laredo Crunk is in town. It seems to me that you might know her.
Laredo is here in Ankh-Morpork? Really? I thought that we had dealt with her in the temples of Tezuman. She is full of surprises, that one. Would you do me a favor, sir, as one friend to another?
Perhaps. It depends on the favor.
But of course, your prudence continues to speak well of you. I'd like for you to arrange a meeting with Laredo for me.
It seems as if I'd be doing you a favor. It seems as if I should be getting something in return.
Very well. Arrange this meeting for me, and we can discuss the sword in detail. Do we have an agreement?
Works for me. I'll go give her the news. I can't guarantee she'll turn up, though.
Oh, she'll come. We have much to discuss.
Since I'm setting up this meeting for you, why don't you tell me about the sword now?
Don't be tiresome, sir. I hate a man who tries to take an advance on services offered.
I'll be back to continue our conversation.
And hopefully to seal our deal, sir. I look forward to it.